Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around I am doing an update to the the many 5-star dungeons that are in the Geode top side, and I was asked to do an update to it because there were 3 that was introduced in the recent patch in the update, and I did one for all the ones. Those are linked in the description to that video. I'll also link to in that video to this video, where you guys can now find the last 3 of the updated, or the last 3 videos, how you are going to go through these dungeons, so you don't have to bomb your way through them, but you can just do them, and I kind of explain how it, you see how it goes, you see how it is, and I'll put in the timestamps in the description so you guys can click them to which ones you are, and the same thing is in the other video as well. You just, click them and you can see how I do them, and I do have a few tips and tricks on how you are going. You can see the whole thing, or you can just see the different clips of them. And also in the description there's a link to what they look like and stuff like that, but on the Trovosaurus. But just wanted to mention that, and that was just a little intro, and now we can get into the first of the 5-star dungeon. Alright guys, the first one we are doing is the Fortress of Undertow. Trove, I think it's called I called it Undertow, but it's probably Undertow or something like that. It's like Trove of Wonders, just the shortening of it. It looks like this big green. I know my surface is also looking like green, so it's kind of fitting, but this is the way it looks like. It looks like a very ominous, very much indeed. And how you get into getting into up to there, if you don't have all the jumps, is that you have your entrance down here, and you go down here, and in the middle there is a portal that sends you up to the middle here. But I was just jumping up because I have enough jumps. But if you don't, you can just run in as you saw and do that as well. We're gonna use this portal to get down again when we activate the Dark Heart. So let's do that. Dark Heart, let's go in. As we start these, there usually is some that spawn here. Yes, there you go. It takes a few seconds sometimes for it to spawn. So these platforms that are here, as you can see them, always feel like they spawn these big guys. The few times I've done it, I haven't done it like a bajillion times. Now my tome is also done. So let me quickly change that so we don't have that in our face. It seems like they always spawn the big guys on this layer here. So if you don't care about the small guys, or the skulls, right? Those you can just save or just skip them, because they usually always spawn here. But after you have done so, your big guys up here, you have to go downstairs, and as you see, there is small. I wouldn't call it entrances, but like small corridors right here. It's only on one side. I've been looking at these for a while, and it just only seems like it's on one of them. As you can see, it's only there, and you just have to look around to see it. It's pretty easy because it's only one that has this one, and it's not always at this entrance, because there you can see there was entrances all over the place. But what you do is that you just follow the way down, and you get to the first floor, and they can spawn one on these 4 platforms of areas, I guess you can call them. Let me finish up this one. Here we go. Get all the loot. So they can spawn one on this one, or this one, and one on the other one. But usually it seems to be 1 or 2 on this floor, and there's always like 1 at the floor below it. So let's head down to the next floor, and I feel like it's always on opposite of this one, but it's also only one way down. One way up or one way down. And when you get in here, you have a different kind of setup. They have like these small rooms. This one was lucky enough to be in the first one here, but there's 4 rooms as well, but kind of like the ones that were on top. But this one is just has walls, so it can only also spawn here. This guy, we are done basically, but this is just a mini boss. I'll get this guy as well, but you just go around, and this is also where you get out. So here is the other room, and this is over where we almost started. That's the 4th room, and this is the first room we were in, so it's on the opposite. I don't know if it always spawns on the opposite, the exit, but sometimes there's like 2 to 3 down here as well. It doesn't seem like to be all of them downstairs. And then you just take the yellow portal, and you are up where we started at. So this is, or was, the big green fortress, the fortress on Undertow, and we can do another one. Alright, so the next one is the Geode Kraken, or Geode Kraken. And as you can see, this is the one that has the insane amount of tentacles, and it looks like it's devouring the whole world here. And it's pretty simple to do this one. It's actually a very easy one, but I just kind of like how it looks, and we don't even have to worry about this, this, what's it called, portal up here. All we have to do is just, when you start it, you have to climb it up, use a few jumps to get up here, and just go inside the mouth. And yeah, that seems a bit scary, but that's the way you do it. I can show you the portal where it goes real quick. It goes just on here, so we're gonna use it to get out when we are done. But this is also where you started, so just fall down through the mouth, and you just start it here. And you can then, there's a little boss. Let me just get this guy, so he's not gonna bother us. So there's two, or maybe this one only has one. Okay, this one only has one, but these little entrances, exits, thingies, the other one I did just before this one, because I had to remember which one it was, had two of these, but this one only has one. So I wanted to show you why I looked at it, was that I wanted to put down a block to show that this is where we, it all wraps around. So it's pretty simple how it goes. You just follow the way around inside the beast. And you can go right, or you can go left. I usually go left. I don't know why, but it's just I usually go left, and then you just go through this. This room right here can have a boss or a skull. So here there is a boss. So just clear out the rooms if you don't have like add-ons as I do have, or mods that I have. And here is another one. There's nothing in here. We go to the next one. This one even has a mini boss. So there's a mini boss, there's the mini boss, and there's the guy. I love the rooms where there is that. And then you just continue around up here, and just continue around, and it goes a little bit up and it goes down, and there's just only one way to go through it. And if you don't feel like you're done enough, you can always see how many or count how many mini bosses and big bosses and stuff like that you have done. So this is, almost the last, what's it called? Where is the last guy here? He's hiding underneath here. I think he bugged out for some reason. But I got him. Okay, and there we go. And now we are going to get into the last room here, or the last place where it is. You can see there's actually scraps of the Geode fortress, or whatever you call it. And we're just going to clean out all of these guys right here. You do take quite a significant damage going into the green stuff here. But it's not too bad, but just you can take a lot of damage. And then there's only one entrance and exit on this one. But there's sometimes two, so just if you haven't done all of them, just keep going around. And the one I did, one spawned here and one spawned here, but I think they can spawn like opposite of each other as well and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind when you have that. If you want to do a little trick, as you can do to many dungeons, is that you do take a block and you place it, in the middle right here, so you know if you've been all the way around. You just place down. That's gonna place down a gray one, one that isn't, maybe a blue one. I like the blue ones because they're very not fitting into this area, but this one would also be kind of, you could see, oh yeah, or place down a few, or just throw a bomb and you can see that like it's destroyed, and that's probably going to be you. And then when you're done, all you do is just, take the portal and just hold down your space button or whatever you do on fly, and then you're off to the next one. And that was the Geode Kraken 5-star dungeon. So we can head into another one. Alright, so the last one is the Shaper's Forge, and it can also look like a pyramid. I don't know why but this one looks like the one in the picture, which is kind of cool, but it can also look like a, what's it called, a pyramid. I've seen those, but I couldn't find one that looked like that, so you could see that one, but it works exactly the same. How you get into it is that you just, go from the bottom floor, and you just walk up all the stairs, and then you get into here. You can also use, I don't know really what the portal is for, but because it sends you out on the side here. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but this is also where your dungeon heart is, or the dark heart is. And you just basically, shatter it, and then there's a way up and a way down. So If it takes you up like this, then of course you can't go down, but there's one that goes up and one that goes down. And it sends you into the middle. It's kind of slow. I haven't found a way to get in quickly, but this is basically just what you get. And then you basically just get into one giant room, and you can see these 4 platforms, the one here, or the one there, and the one here, and the one there, can spawn all of these, you know, it's spawning platforms. It's not always like there's 3 here. It can be all over the place. It's basically like a big... I'm not too big a fan of this one, but see, you can see this one has also something in this room. I think this might even be a boss. It was. So it's very random. And so you just have to check all the rooms, that is. But it's also all centered in here. I know there's one there because I have the, you know, the mini boss radar mod on. But all it is just running around in the middle here, see if you can't find them. Sometimes it's a little bit confusing because you can find like mini bosses like that can be confusing, and you can you know, get. So I'm gonna check the rooms because, you know, the mini boss radar do, you know, some stuff, but it doesn't do everything. So you can get up and down if you don't have too many jumps, but you just have to check all the rooms to see so. And I am going to go, of course, get this guy here. I was pretty lucky getting that one, so it's very much luck-based. So if you're trying to get a gold reward or a silver reward, I wouldn't suggest you're trying to get these or try to get these unless you have some kind of mod that shows you. But if you're doing more than, you know, the 3, then you can get the silver and gold reward for that day. You know, that's it. So it wasn't even here. It could be cool if I didn't get to actually get it. All right, so it might be... Oh, it might be actually lower than this. It might be actually on the floor. It might be in here. Oh, this seems like be something. Oh, it was great. I'm pretty happy because I have failed one of these. It's because I was just unlucky. You see I have 30 seconds left, which is like nothing. And then when you're done, you just take the one up again, and then you are basically out. So yeah, it's a little bit of a confusing one because they can be on multiple ones. If you don't have a mod that is it, you have to check all the floors, and it can be... But it's great if you're doing more people than this. But this is the first one I kind of failed. You know, I failed some in the beginning when Geode first came out, but this is the first I basically... had trouble with here. So it's a challenge, you know, but it's more of a luck-based one. But that was the Shaper's Forge, and that was that one.